All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again. We are here at El Nacimiento, a very long-established Mexican restaurant here in Detroit. So we are in one of three Mexican predominant areas in the city of Detroit, and we figured we'd come over to this restaurant because, well, it's kind of an anchor of the community. It's been here since 1982, as you can see, the sign says behind me, and has sort of been the nexus point for the revitalization of this area of the city. So this neighborhood has a long history with the city of Detroit. Back in the 50s and the 60s, it was a lower middle class immigrant neighborhood for groups like the Polish and the Maltese and all that, and was pretty solid in that regard. And of course, like the rest of Detroit, as the 70s and 80s creeped on, it went through a major degradation. But now, as you can see all around us, we've had an uptick of life and of business and just, vitality in these neighborhoods once again, especially this one. So this is one of three areas, as I mentioned before, to be revitalized recently, and three Mexican areas specifically to be revitalized recently. They've had an influx of recent immigrants from, of course, Latin America, Mexico specifically, that have done a great job. I mean, if you look around us, have done a great job making the area look good once again. There are just pieces of artwork littering the street. Murals, as you can see the one behind me, and there's one behind our great cameraman over there as well, are all over the place. And then you look at the houses, there are banners and pictures everywhere. The gardens are well maintained. There's no trash on the streets or anything. All in all, this area was maintained and then some. It was made better by the presence of these immigrant groups. And I want to make that very clear that this neighborhood is an example of what new life and new people can do to an area, what kind of innovation they can bring. But regardless, we're here at this restaurant to try some of their great Mexican food. So we're going to go inside. They're very famous for their specialties, especially the fajitas I'm looking forward to. So let's go inside and check them out real quick. So here we are inside now, and I mean, looking around the restaurant, the environment is so colorful and so nice. So I'm enjoying myself already, but they brought out this little tray of salsas here to go with the chips, and I was very pleasantly surprised by one in particular. This green thing, which I am not clear on what it is, so maybe we can find out, has just been absolutely phenomenal. It's sort of creamy and light at first, and then hits you with a kick at the very end, which is just so cool. And of course, you got your other classic salsas here, your red salsa everyone's used to, and then this brown stuff that's more of a spicy salsa, and that's usually my personal favorite, but I'm gonna have to lean for the green today, actually. So I'm really excited to see what they're bringing for next here. We also got some drinks coming out that I'm really excited for. I have a horchata, which is a classic sort of rice sweet sort of dessert drink there. Of course, our cameraman has ordered a Mexican soda called a Jarrito. It's mandarin flavor, so it's orange. And then our producer over there has ordered a banana shake. So there's that American influence coming right in there. Taking a look around us, we got sort of a smorgasbord. It's a word I like using, but a smorgasbord of Mexican classics here. Got steak tacos that our lovely cameraman is going to be enjoying there. So he can tell you more about those maybe when we talk a bit later. And our producer over there has a steak dish along with some rice and beans and various other accoutrements there as well. So a classic sort of Mexican steak. He's already dug into it a little bit, as you can see. And then we're going to have some guacamole coming soon as well. And then on my end, we got a personal favorite of mine. We have fajitas. Classic fajitas. I got the steak, the chicken, and the shrimp into a combined plate there. Absolutely wonderful. and of course the rice and bean side, and would not be complete without some corn tortillas. Now I prefer corn to flour. That's just a personal thing. I just like the taste a bit better, but I'm sure you could go with either, and you're gonna be satisfied either way. So let's dig in and try some of this stuff. All right, litmus test. Of course, I'm gonna try some of the chicken from the fajita first. Man, the spices on that are just right. Nothing's overpowering, and you can still taste the flavor of that grilled meat that you like from a fajita. Wonderful fajitas, great choice if that's what you're looking for. Rice and beans, you can't go wrong with that. I'm sure this is going to be good. Of course. Now, you'll notice I chose whole beans over refried. They do have both. Again, that's more of a personal preference of mine. I prefer the whole beans just because I like that flavor and texture more. And I also think it's a bit more authentic. So for a guy who's trying out a Mexican restaurant, these whole beans are going to be a better sort of test of their beans rather than the refried, which is really easy to do. If our producer doesn't mind, I'm going to take a try of the steak there and give that a whirl. Wow. I mean, where do you go wrong? You can't go wrong with that. It's tender. It's got a good spice to it, just like the fajitas do. If you're looking for a Mexican dish, but you're not looking for tacos or quesadillas, a wonderful choice right there. A hearty dish, a great meal for sure. And then of course our producer has his tacos, which I'm sure are going to be absolutely phenomenal. Or rather, our cameraman has his tacos, which I'm sure will be absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, I'm going to dig in here and I'm going to enjoy some of this stuff. So we'll catch you guys here in a second. So our guacamole has come out here, and I'm really excited to try it. I always think of that as sort of a litmus test for, a Mexican restaurant here. If their guac is good, you can bet on a lot of the other stuff being good. So let me give this a quick try here. It's chock full of sort of vegetables and all that, which is what I like to see. It means it was probably made here fresh, and it was probably going to be higher quality than stuff that you can, buy that's been creamed up in a store and all that. That's good. It's light. It's there's not that sort of artificial taste that you get sometimes from subpar guacamole. It doesn't taste like the avocado. That tastes like avocado right there, through and through. They didn't need to supplement it with anything. I mean, where can you go wrong with some avocado? Absolutely wonderful. If you're here, of course, it's a staple of Mexican cuisine. I mean, so what did you guys think of all this?
Well, I think it was a great success.
I think the food here is outstanding.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's outstanding.
This is a part of
the Mexican area.
There's a reason this place has existed for 40 years, is what I'll say.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole area, the whole amount of food, the quality of the food is outstanding.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I ate enough that I need a nap right now.
Yeah. I figured that I maybe was going to try some flan here, but you know what? I'm too full to even bother with that.
Yeah, I was surprised that Ryan didn't want any flan.
Yeah, even I have my limits, But this is just like with the other restaurants that we visited in Detroit. It's an exciting time to come here, especially because you're witnessing a neighborhood be rebuilt, But
Right.
So it was an exciting time to be here. I mean, the ambiance is great. I mean, heck, we've been here since 3 o'clock, and looking around the restaurant, this place is, it's full. There are people everywhere. It's not lunch, it's not dinner. There's people everywhere. So this is obviously, a sign that not only are the people here prospering, but the businesses are as well.
And it says a lot about the community. It says a lot about how when you have this kind of immigration and immigrants in the mix, it just makes the place better. It makes the food better. It makes everything better. It makes it more American. At the end of the day,
for sure.
It's all more American.
What's more American than fusion food and all this stuff that we brought in from Europe and Asia and Latin America and all that jazz?
But also in regards to the Mexican community, it's a chance for them to maintain their culture. They're not losing. This area, it allows them not just this restaurant, but then the entire area in general. It allows them to maintain their culture.
In a sense, yes, but it's all American in the end.
That's the cool thing about their culture. Their culture becomes part of the American culture.
It meshes.
It's all meshes together. That's the experience, because the American culture is the world's culture. It is a combination of every other culture known to mankind.
We've taken the best bits and made it our own, you know.
Yeah, and that's what makes this place so welcoming.
Yeah.
Is that you feel you're home. This restaurant, their home. This is their home.
Oh yeah, this is a home, very,
Yeah.
comfortable place to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, there are other places where you can get, specialties, right? And they're definitely worth a try. But for ambiance alone, I mean, look around you. This is the place to be.
Yes.
It's lively. Like I was saying in the intro, this entire neighborhood's lively, but the restaurant is so warm and energetic that you almost sort of just want to sit and chat, and I can see that a lot of people from the community are doing that too, which is really cool to see. All right, once again, this was El Nacimiento. Had a wonderful meal inside. I just really quickly wanted to comment about sort of the nature of the food that we were eating. Yes, it was authentic Mexican cuisine, sort of the classics that you're used to, but in a way, it's American as well. They've come here, they have taken the ingredients available to them in the area, and they've innovated. They have made the best of their environment, made the best of their situation, and created something uniquely American. So if you want something that's unique and purely Detroit with a great ambiance and checking out a neighborhood that's up and coming, this is the place to be. So come check out Nacimiento when you have the chance. Come check out the area, go for a walk, look around. You'll really enjoy it, I promise. This is Ryan, signing off.